Hello, I'm going to do a video on replacing my front fuel filter, cleaning the air intake with this throttle body and air intake cleaner. I'm going to replace the mass airflow sensor, which is right here, and I'm also going to replace the air filter, which is under here. The first thing I got to do is I got to get this out of the way, remove this right here, unhook this, pull it up out of the way. I'm gonna have to take this completely off, and I'm gonna have to undo this hose here in order, the turbo hose underneath here, in order to get back there. The air filter is right underneath there. I don't know if you can see it. You probably can't see it from here, but it's right underneath there. So I got to remove all this stuff to get to that. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the video off and then come back when I'm ready. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, I have my turbo hose taken off from here to there. I have my air intake hose taken off here all the way back to there, and the fuel filter is right back there. If you can see it. Try to get up close to it. You can see it. It's up there, directly in front of the camera. That's a fuel filter. I'll show you again when I get it off, so you'll know. So I got to turn her off and get to work. It takes a 5/16 wrench to get that off. Okay, I'm back. As you can see, this is the old fuel filter. This is the replacement I'm going to put on. I bought this truck about 4 months ago, back at the beginning of October. It had 140,000 miles on it. This fuel filter, excuse me, if I call it an oil filter, it's a fuel filter. This fuel filter doesn't look that bad. I've seen worse in videos that I've watched. This is the new one. I don't know when it was last replaced. That's why I'm doing it, because this vehicle had 140,000 miles. As you can see where it came from, right back there. The part's off, which looks different than the video I took a little while ago. So I still got to replace the O-ring on this one, and I get ready to put it back. I'll come back to the video. Okay, I'm going to saturate the new oil fuel filter with some diesel fuel so it can be kind of primed and ready to go. Just thought it might be a good idea. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this diesel fuel and saturate it. Okay, I'm back again. As you can see if the fuel filter is back on, tightened but not too tight, because you know it's plastic, you don't want to break it. But my next thing I'm going to do is clean this out as best as I can. I can't get all the way back there, but what I'm going to do is spray it with this stuff here. This is supposed to help clean up any gunk or anything back there, which will hopefully increase the horsepower and make it run smoother. So that's what I'm going to do next. So, okay, I sprayed almost a whole can with that air intake cleaner in there. Didn't have a brush long enough to get back in there, but this is my first time doing it, so I'm probably going to end up doing it again. I also sprayed some of that cleaner in this hose here, the manifold hose, that intake for the filter, and that turbo pipe right there. This is, it has air. Well, it could have done better, but I only had a small can of that, so this is just a preliminary test. So I have to put this hose back in here. It's going to be kind of a pain, so I'm going to turn the video off. Okay, I have the air intake manifold back on right here, nice and tight. Now I got to put the turbo on, hook it up here, and hook it up there. And I got to pull this guy up out of my way. So that's next. Now I have the turbocharger hose back on, fasten here and here, and right up in here. So next thing I'm going to do is replace the air filter and the mass air sensor. New air filter opposed to the old air filter. It's going to be replaced. I'm also going to replace this guy right in here, which is the mass airflow sensor. I'm getting an error on that. Not too hard to replace. Just take these two screws off, but they take a Star Allen. And here's my replacement part. It's very sensitive, so I don't want to take it out of the plastic. I'm ready to put it on. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done. Air filter goes in here, very easy. To take this guy off is very easy right here. And the plug is right here. guy right here. I got that pin there is kind of popped up. I noticed that before, but I'm going to put it down. If I still keep getting there, I'm going to go ahead and replace this harness, but not right now. But I just got to push this guy down, which I did last time when I cleaned it, and the pin will fit in there. But look how dirty that old air filter is. That's a clean one. Okay, let's do it. Just a quick shot of the old mass airflow sensor to the new airflow sensor. These little sensors in here sometimes gets gummed up, so I'm getting an error that this is too low, so I'm going to go ahead and replace it. Now that I got everything put back together, all the tools off, I'm going to go ahead and do a test start. I'm going to want to prime it for these 4 sets of 30-second primes. So, excuse my mess in here, but I'm going to go ahead and start her up. My keys in. I'm going to do 4 30-second primes by turning the ignition on for 30 seconds and then back off and do that again for 30 seconds and then try to crank it for 15 seconds to see what happens. So I'm timing this now, and I'm not going to hold you for the video for that because it'll be 2 minutes of basically just looking at my dash. I'm going to turn the video off and come back when I'm ready to start her. Okay, she should be primed. Keep our fingers crossed. Turn her on, wait for the glow lights to go off. All yellow lights to go off. Whoops, I don't know what that was, but let's try her again. Gotta run kind of rough because of all the crap that I sprayed in the air intake. That's probably what that noise was. Alright, at least she started. That's a good sign. I'm going to leave her running while I do the fun part. Sorry, excuse my language. Almost busted my shin coming out of the truck. Alright, you can see it's running, so I didn't screw it up too bad. So I'm going to leave her run and let her idle a little while. And while I do the fun part, clean up my mess here. And then I'm going to take it for a test drive. Okay, I let this guy idle for about 30 minutes. Now I'm going to take it for a video of the test drive. So we don't have to wait at the light. Before we're waiting at the light, I'm going to go ahead and turn it off and start her over again. We're taking the test drive, getting ready to get on I-75 north. little bit, see how she runs. That's south, that's southward, power. Up right now, up to almost 60 miles an hour. Pretty good acceleration for the on-ramp. But on the freeway now at 65. Now I'm at 70. That was good acceleration. It does seem like it's running a lot better. Kick it in. Now I'm at 75. At 80. I don't know if I'm going to go much faster than 80. I'm going to back off. I don't like going any faster than 80. This thing's too big. At 75. Maybe I'll take it up there when I got more confidence. The tires aren't that good on this guy, but it seems like it's running a lot better, a lot cleaner. I had some pretty good acceleration all the way up to 80 miles an hour. Pretty quick. That wasn't even really pushing it. It was a gradual acceleration. This truck shimmies right at 65 to 70. I think it's because my tires aren't balanced. I need to get new tires for it. So right now I got good airflow. My turbo's working good. My fuel system's working good. So I'm gonna keep recording here for a little bit. As you can see, I'm really bouncing on this. Guys, I'm at 65, so it's shimmering. If I speed up, watch, it'll smooth out. The camera, I know this camera will smooth out. It smooths out a little bit. I'm at 75, so it smooths out at 75 miles an hour. So it's cruising along nice and smooth at 75. Getting all the way up to 80, close to it. I'm about 78 miles an hour. I'm going to get a ticket. So, right at 80. I'm at 80, I'm at 79. Now I'm at 80. Now I'm going to back off. It's shimmering now because I'm at 65. Then I'm going to go back to my old speed. I get better gas mileage, or did at 60 miles an hour than I did anything higher, so a lot of people don't like me going that slow, but oh well, you know. Right now I'm at 62 miles an hour. actually I'm going to keep going. Got the AC on at 70 miles an hour. Just driving for 5 minutes and 50 seconds. Stop at this rest area up here. Stop this video anyway, and we'll start over with another one. Check my sensor reader again once I stop up here. So I got my signal on. I'm 60 miles an hour. I'm coming into the rest area. Braking. So I'm going to sit up here, let it idle for a while, see if I still got a leak. I tried the K-Seal, the leak sealant for my coolant. I got a coolant leak. I believe it's a freeze plug. I haven't noticed it leaking since I put the K-Seal in, but I'm going to let it usually has to idle for a while first, so I'm going to see if that works. I'm going to test my sensor reader again.